What's up, guys? It is now day 2 after attending the Cancun Mastermind. People said that they like the more authentic kind of videos, these car videos, so guess what you get? Another fucking car video. Just right off the bat, in case anyone wonders, like, where the fuck are the keyword lessons or the keyword videos? There will be a keyword research lesson on audiobooks in my course at the end of the week. The twins are going to teach it. Actually, the Mickelson twins are going to be teaching it. So, I mean, they're much more qualified at the moment to give out lessons on keyword research for audiobooks. They've also got their own course at Audiobook Income Academy, blah, blah, blah. Plug, link is below, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now that I've done my shameless sellouts there, what I want to talk about today, since I'm going through this myself, I'm just about like 14/16 days away from quitting the job. Hopefully, literally just waiting on collecting 2 more paychecks from my job, along with collecting my Amazon royalties from the month of August. Pretty substantial sum of money, and I am not willing to quit and live on my current savings without that income, just because I made a shitload of money last month. Point blank. Yeah. Anyway, for you, you're watching this video. Well, I hope you're serious about quitting your 9 to 5. You're sick of the grind. You're sick of this commute that seems to be killing your wallet when it comes to filling up at the gas station. I know it's killing me. My gas here's like, what, $3.79 per gallon for 87 octane. It's not that cool in California when it comes to gas prices, especially in San Francisco. Yeah, like, I'm actually commuting out here, going to be installing my company's software platform for a merchant, a business owner that I closed last week. And I'll be looking to make some more deals so I can maximize my commissions before I quit the job. Do they know that I'm going to get this done? No, because with sales, there is pretty much no notice until you get let go, especially when you're a newer employee. So let's just stop rambling for a second, talk straight away about what it takes to quit your job through Kindle publishing specifically, because that's what I'm going through right now for the most part. I have other income streams, but let's just stick with Kindle publishing to keep it simple. First, point blank, like, number one, just because you had 1 or even 2 or even 3 good months doesn't mean that you should assume that you'll be earning that same of income next month, the month after that, etc. There are irregular months. This is a type of business model where income can be extremely volatile. So what you want to set out to do is maybe chart out how your income looks for the next 6 months, or, you know, how things have been the last 3 months, and chart out how things are the next 3 months, whatever, and just see how consistent your income is and what is the least amount you've earned in a given month, and assume that you will be living off of the least amount of money you earned on a given month. So if I made $2,000 month 1, $3,000 month 2, and $1,500 month 3, go away JFK University, $1,500 month 3, I will assume that I'll be living off of $1,500 a month, because you can't always assume that you'll be this manifestation of greatness, of positivity that's just gonna sprawl out money and just live the good life there and after without having to, like, work hard or have any setbacks. Just assume that shit's gonna hit somehow in the fan and that things can go wrong. So for me, I had a monster month last month with all my income streams combined, especially with the job. But what I have to assume is that I'll be living off of an average month. Given I am growing my business to where it's on the up and up. So that's going to cover me. That's why I'm choosing to quit my job, because I know I'm pretty stable, more or less. And if shit does hit the fan with my best-selling book, I'll still be okay, and I got backup plans, so I'll be cool. So that's number one. Number two, this should go out without saying, but in case you're fucking retarded, I'll just have to say it for you. your earnings from Amazon and wherever else needs to exceed your cost of living. So if you have a cost of living that is $2,000 a month, you need to be making more than $2,000 a month to quit your job. Ideally, you should be making arguably, I'd say a significant amount past your cost of living, just because you'll want to have a life, or, you know, sometimes your car breaks down, whatever needs to get repaired. Maybe you're thirsty, you need to afford your hooker bill once or twice a month, or once a day, whoever you are. Like, yeah, you need to have an assumption that, yes, not only do I need to cover my cost of living, but hey, things can happen. I might run into an unexpected bill, and I need to be ready for that. Because the last thing you want is to live a reality where you're stressing literally every day over the fact that you're making less than you can live off of, and that your savings essentially going down into a downward spiral towards zero. You don't want that. That is something that I have to take into consideration. Like I've been saying, I live in California, San Francisco Bay Area. My cost of living, all in all, is roughly about $3,000 for the most part. Like, if I don't do anything extravagant, I don't take a vacation, I'm pretty sure I can live off of $3,000 a month. My earnings are twice that right now online. So I'm pretty sure I'm past the threshold where it's going to be okay for me to quit my job. Also, take into consideration, if you have health insurance from your employer, that shit's going to go away after a month. Cobra's not going to cover you. So you're going to need your own health insurance, and that's expensive. Especially if maybe you're a single mom, single dad. You're going to have to cover your child's health insurance as well. So, I mean, unless you have some trick where you have someone who can cover your other family members, you have to take into consideration health insurance. It's not a joke. My health insurance factors out to be, I think, $350 a month for the cheapest plan that I can find with through Kaiser once I'm self-employed. So that's a big bite right there, right? Next, you can't have any debts other than maybe a mortgage. Straight up. So if you have student loans, you owe on a car, rely on Kindle publishing is the worst fucking idea ever. Because, well, number one, that's going to drain away from your cash flow. Like, if you're going to be doing this Wild West shit with quitting your job and being totally free and living that laptop lifestyle, all that made up stuff, you can't be having your money siphoned towards student loans and, you know, all the other bills that you probably need to pay off. Get that shit out of the way. Now, I am being hypocritical because, yes, I do owe a mortgage, and that's all I owe left. But, with exception to that, my mortgage is fairly low compared to everything else. So, my mortgage is less than most of people's rent. Luckily, I was smart. Well, I don't know if I could call it smart to buy a condo, period. But, I put a significant down payment, so keeps my costs low. I bought something cheap, somewhere cheap. So, I'm good. And that's all I really need to take care of as far as overhead. What else can I cover? You also need money to keep publishing on new books. So, yeah, that's why I keep on saying this. You got to make more than your cost of living, because you can't just rely off of making $2,000 a month if you need $2,000 to live. Like, what about your fucking books, dude? You got to keep the business growing. Otherwise, it's going to shrink, and I know this all too well. It's happened when I neglect my business for a few months at a time. It's gonna go towards zero pretty quickly. So you need to keep on feeding the machine. It has to be done. Yeah, so like I said, 2 more weeks or so and I'll be done. I find it my passion actually now to not just focus on people who want to make like their first $1,000 online through Kindle. Like, that's cool. But let's move on. My passion is towards something much bigger, and why I got into this as far as joining the Blueprint. Like, I did join Kindle publishing to like quit my job per se starting out. But as I gone through the journey, I realized, you know, making money when you wake up and being able to like go back to sleep because you made $200 already, that's pretty fucking cool. And I still can't get over that. Or when I was in Cancun, I made the money back real quick with course sales. I actually paid for my trip while I was there with just like getting course sales. So, this online entrepreneur thing's pretty hot. Last thing I'd like to say is, obviously I'm not Mr. fucking high ticket. I don't have a $10,000 offer, $5,000 offer, or even a $2,000 offer up public. But you also want to consider, like, what can you sell that's high ticket or higher ticket that you can use to like sustain a decent income. Like, you can't just be living your life assuming, unless you're like this godlike erotica author, that your $2.99 ebooks are gonna like carry you to make a six-figure income. Is it possible? Of course. But for the most of you watching this, no, it's not possible. So get creative. Maybe you need to establish something on the back end linked from your books to maybe like a affiliate offer, CPA offer, direct sales offer, whatever. Get something set up that's past your books and look towards being more than just a Kindle publisher. You gotta be a business owner. You gotta be an entrepreneur of some sort, because fuck, I mean, you never really know when your heart will change about doing publishing, or you want to move on to bigger things past publishing books. Like, you want to figure it out now. So have a plan. And I swear I'm going to cut it off here. Last, you need to have a plan. So understand what your cost of living is, how much you realistically need to afford having a lifestyle, and how much money you'll have available to allocate towards your business. How much will you have in your savings by the time you leave your job? I'll have a good amount. I'll have, I'd say about, a few months worth of savings, and I'm good. Like, I know how to make money on the side if I need to. I'm not a fucking drug dealer or anything like that, but I know how to make money if I need to, if things hit the fan and I need to come up with a plan B. But I'm covered. So you need to cover all your contingencies about what could possibly happen. And once you're ready, like, go for it. Me, I'm 30 years old, single, no ex-wife yet. Like, I can do this. And hey, if for some reason I really do somehow fail, although I don't believe I will, I can always get another job. It's all good. But especially after being at the Cancun Mastermind, I've already seen what's past the curtain. I'm not going to be working a day job much longer ever since going to something like that. Like that, seeing the Mickelson twins make $50,000 in sales from a course in 24 hours. Wow. Like, why the fuck would I ever want to work a job when something like that is possible? And they've only got 1,200 YouTube subscribers, so who's to say that it's not impossible for me? Or who's to say it can't happen for me? Of course it can happen. So yeah, I promise I'll have actual presentations related to keyword research and all that good stuff again. Probably do it tonight. I'll have keyword number 2 for September out tonight in my course, the Elite Keyword Mastermind. People love now keywords related to audiobooks because they can't figure out how fucking simple this shit is. I didn't know how simple it was. I'm totally with you guys. Like, I make diddly squat on audiobooks too, so I'm just with the rest of you. But since I went to the mastermind in Cancun, I know how they do it. I know how the twins research keywords now. It's retardedly easy. No offense to any retards disliking my videos. Anyway, I'll cut it here. Talk to you later.